Students, let's begin our today's class. Today, we are going to discuss about the another feature of landforms, that is plateau. Plateaus are one of the major features of landforms along with mountains, plains and valleys. Plateaus occur in every continent and takes up the third part of the earth's land. Now what is plateau? A plateau is a flat terrain that is raised significantly above the surrounded area with which is often one or more slopes with steep sides. It is also called a tableland or a highland, also called a tableland or a highland. You can better understand this with the help of diagram. That suppose this is a part of a land which is a raised one. What I said, a raised part, uplifted part from the surrounded area. What the surrounded area is there? It is the uplifted part. It is and with one or more slopes, which have one or more slopes and a steep sides. The sides are steep and it is called as a tableland as the top of the surface of the land is flat in a form of a table. Therefore, it is also called as a tableland and highland as it is higher than the surrounded land or surrounded part of the earth. That's why it is also called as a tableland or a highland. You can better understand with an example. If we take a example of a classroom, you are having your desks and there is teacher's table also there in the class. If we make all the tables if close with each other, if we keep all the tables close with each other and in between we'll keep the teacher's table, we will find the form of the class like this. What it is? The rest part is lower than the this one, or the student's table are the lower part or the surrounded part than this uplifted part, that is the teacher's table. So this part of land is the uplifted or the raised part, or the teacher's table is a plateau, and the surrounded, the student's table are the plain area, plain. So this is how you can better understand what the plateau is. Some of the examples of plateaus are the world's highest plateau, the Tibetan plateau, which is also called as the roof of the world. Then the Deccan plateau of the India, the East African plateau, which is in Kenya and Tanzania, and many more are there. Now, how these plateaus are formed? Plateaus are formed either by uplifting of the earth's crust or by the volcanic activity. When due to the earth's compression or tension, some part of the land sinked or lowered down, remaining some part at their own place, they formed the plateau, or by the eruption of volcano. So what the material is deposited that makes the form of a plateau, which is in the form of a table as flat at the top with the surrounded area lower in height. Now, some of the characteristics are there. What are they? First one is, as the plateaus are broad but more or less stretch higher than the surrounded area. They are broad in size with the flat surface and higher than the surrounded area. Secondly, that they are rugged and rocky. The surface of the plateau is not smooth. It is rugged. Rugged means which is rough, not plain, and rocky with lots of rocks and very less plants. Third one is that being a rough or rocky surface, it is not suitable for agriculture. Agriculture has not been done there. Now, another one is that as it is not suitable for agriculture because the land is rocky, but it has a lot or rich in mineral reserves. Plateaus are rich in mineral reserves. They have lot of reserves of minerals, and being have a deposit of minerals and metals, they are the centers of mining industries. Plateaus are situated at the height of about 300 meters from the sea level. They are higher than plain and lower than mountains. So these are some of the characteristics of plateaus. Now we'll discuss the types of plateaus. There are 4 different types of plateaus according to their mode of formation. We'll discuss one by one. The first one is the intermontane plateau. Intermontane plateau. Intermontane plateaus are the plateaus that are situated in between 2 mountains. Inter means in between, mountain. So in between 2 mountains, the plateaus that are formed are called as intermontane plateaus. A best example is a Tibetan plateau, which is situated in between Himalayas and the Kunlun mountains. So the intermontane plateaus are situated in between 2 mountains. Second one is dissected plateaus. Dissected plateaus. Dissected means separated. So the plateaus that are separated either by the running water or the streams that cut enough the land to make it valley. So the part of that land or part of that plateau is called as the dissected plateau. Third one is the Piedmont plateau. Piedmont plateau. These are the plateaus that are situated in between or in which at one side mountain is there and on the opposite side the ocean or a plain is there. At one side it is surrounded by mountain and at the other side either a plain is there or a and ocean is there. It is called as a Piedmont Plateau. Fourth one is there, the volcanic plateau. These plateaus are the result of volcanic eruption. About the mountains, I also explained you that volcanic mountains are there. They are also the result of volcanic eruption. But the mountains are formed when there is a sudden eruption and the magma that solidifies over a period of time, it takes or make the form of mountains. For the volcanic plateau, here the eruption of volcano is slow. The lava or the magma comes out on the earth's surface slowly and solidifies in the form of layers, horizontal sheets. So over a long period of time or due to the passage of time, when that magma solidifies there on the earth's surface, it increases the level of the height from the original one and takes a form of a plateau. Those plateaus are called as the volcanic plateau. So the plateaus are of four types: intermontane plateaus that are situated in between two mountains, dissected plateaus, the plateaus which are dissected or separated through the running water or a stream. Piedmont plateaus that are surrounded by mountain at one side and plain or an ocean, either a plain or an ocean on the opposite side. In between, the part of land is called as the plateau is called as a Piedmont plateau. Volcanic plateau are the result of volcanic eruption. Now some of the advantages of plateaus. Though the mountains are not suitable for agriculture as being a rocky surface is there or rugged surface, but it is useful for sheep rearing or the cattle rearing and the cattle rearing. Then wherever the surface or the land, wherever on the land the soil is fertile, agriculture is practiced. Then wherever there is a large reserves of minerals, mining is the occupation of the people. So this is all about the plateaus. What is plateau? How the plateaus are formed? Characteristics of plateaus, types of plateaus, and the advantages of plateaus we have discussed today. Now we'll again meet you with the last form of the last feature of the landform, that is plains. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.